Okay. Hello, everyone. How are we all doing? So, probably gonna be a shorter stream today. I will, get into the reasons why. Luckily, I'm playing World of Horror today, so, that is going to be very beneficial. Did that not play the sound again? You jerk. I said it with TTS. Made sound? Okay, it didn't show up on the meter this time. Interesting. I'm gonna try something. See if it'll show up. Introducing channel points. Thanks, Twitch. It's like I've never been here before.
You're gonna fuck with me!
Okay, that one showed up, so hooray! Anyway.
Hello 0000.
Well, I mean, since most people are here, I don't know. I can tell. Heard the sound? Good. Good, you're good. Gleam will probably not show up, but I can tell him in my Discord. So yeah, Thursday, I fell off my bike. Like for real, actual this time, fell off my bike. So my arms are pretty fucked. So my bike's back brake is severely weaker than my front brake. So, usually what happens is, I will squeeze the same for both brakes, and usually that's okay. This time though, I was slightly turning, and I braked, came off the seat, hit the front wheel, made it turn more, flipped over the bike. Apparently braced myself with my hands. Somehow. Logistically, that doesn't make sense to me, but I have scuffs on both my hands. Even the back of one of my hands. So I think more happened on my way to the ground. Happened really fast. So I don't have any fractures, nothing's broken. I have all my teeth. My upper left teeth, all my molars are numb. Can't really feel them. But I had a CT scan, no fractures. They didn't tell me like all of my teeth are secretly broken or something, but I might have some swelling in my face a little bit. I've got a bruise on my cheek, and a scuff on my forehead for where my helmet jammed into my forehead. They're not sure if I have a fracture in my left elbow. It doesn't feel like it. It feels exactly the same as my right elbow, but I will trust the doctors. They couldn't tell in the x-rays. So I'm in a splint and a sling on my left, so I can't use my keyboard. But World of Horror is mouse only, so figured I could at least do that. Update everyone. I don't have full mobility in my right arm. That's getting better though. But it feels like I've got both golf elbow and tennis elbow at the same time. And I hit my knee, but my knee's fine. Mine just has like a little bruise on it. So that was an experience. Yeah. I went to the... So this is why, like, this is the sort of thing that makes me, like, why I like being a crossing guard and all that sort of stuff. One, I was sitting there, I fell off my bike, I tried to make it to my spot. I thought I was okay. I was obviously in shock. I stood up after I fell off my bike, and things were kind of numb, but I was like, okay, like that'll wear off. And then but then I was like, but that's exactly what it would feel like if I was seriously injured. So I was like, I'm not okay. Like, I feel okay, but like, I need to use this moment to get my stuff. I got, so the reason why I had to brake and why I was slightly turning was, I was looking behind me. Some of my stuff had fallen out of my pocket, and I had just had the sixth sense to check for it, and it was gone. So I was like, okay, I need to go grab that. I know I'm gonna be late, but like, I need my stuff. It was my wristbands and both my gloves. So I just stuffed it in my pocket to leave, and the brake just sent me. I wasn't going that fast, but it doesn't take much, I guess. It was just a calamity of errors. But I used my in shock body to walk back to my stuff, pick it up, shove it in my bag, zip that up. I tried to get back on my bike and ride it a little because I was coasting downhill, and that wasn't working. I made it a little bit, and then I was like, I gotta get off this bike. I'm gonna hurt myself again. Started walking, and then I was like, I can't. That's when my arms started like going. I couldn't put any weight on them. So I was like, okay, I can't do this. So I called into work, told them I fell off my bike. I was at my second spot. It's like, okay, look, maybe I can do my second spot. I don't know. At my second spot, I told work. I was like, I'm at my second spot. I will not be able to make it to my first spot. If I do, I'll be severely late. I don't even know if I'll be able to do the job. So they sent someone to cover for me. And they came and covered for me at my second spot too. I just sat behind the fence by my second spot. And I was sitting there, and a lot of people just thought I was like, you know, just hanging out, lounging. No one thought anything was like really wrong. I didn't, besides my hair being a mess and having scrapes on my face, I guess. But obviously no one wants to really get involved. But one of the guys stopped, and he was like, he walked by, you know, waved at me, and then the second time he walked by, he was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, I'll live. I can't do anything, but I'll live. And he was like, oh, okay. And, you know, I told him I fell off my bike, and he's like, okay, I actually, like, I ride my bike too. Like, I understand all this sort of stuff. And he offered to drive me home, sort of thing. He bikes too, so he was able to, like, I can, like, get your bike and stuff. But my supervisor was like, you need to get looked at, like, sooner rather than later. When she showed up, like, 15, 20 minutes later. So the guy was covering for me. He was like, are you okay? You need to go home. And I was like, I would if I could. He's like, no, don't worry about it. You'll get paid. I was like, no, it's not that. I literally cannot ride my bike. So I sat there for a little longer. And when my supervisor showed up, she drove me to the clinic. The guy covering for me, which I think is also my supervisor. He might be, I think the guy that covered for me was my immediate supervisor. And then above him was the person that drove me to the clinic. Got checked out in the clinic. In the clinic was one of the moms, right? And I was like, I went to the receptionist lady, and I was like, I fell off my bike, and I need to get looked at. And she's like, okay, the wait time will be about an hour, because we're, like, fully booked. And I was like, I don't really have a choice. And she's like, cool, can I have your health card then? And man, I have a leather wallet, and all of my cards stick into it, especially the ones that I don't pull out very often. One of those being my health card. So I'm like trying to get my health card out of my wallet, and I can't put any weight on my arms. I'm trying to pull it out, and I'm so frustrated. Like I kind of just want to cry. I finally just got angry enough to get it out of my wallet, and I handed it to this lady, and she's like, "Okay, cool. You can have a seat." So I can have a seat. And then one of the moms recognized me, and she was like, "Oh, here you can sit here." And I was like, "Oh my god, thank you so much," sort of thing. And she was there because her kids had an ear infection or something. So she went in, did her thing, and I was gonna be after her basically. And then she came out, and like I was tired at this point, so I had my eyes closed, and she came up to me and was like, "Hey, do you need a ride to the hospital?" And I was like, maybe? Like, I don't know. I'm not the expert here. I don't know. I'm not a good judge of my own injuries. But I was like, she's like, okay, well, depending on what the doctor says, I guess we'll see. I was like, yeah, we'll see. And basically, as soon as the doctor looked at me, she's like, you need to go to the hospital. I'll check you out. So she did like blood pressure, make sure like my eyes dilated, things like that. So like I was wearing a helmet, so I was like, my brain was okay. I didn't have any like really bad symptoms that she could see right away. She was like, I wasn't dizzy, didn't have any like nausea. Not till later anyway. Because I had I had some severe neck pain where I usually get like a headache when I'm sleeping, and that really fucked me up. But I came out and this lady was like, "Okay, we'll take you to the hospital." So one of the moms drove me to the hospital. It was adorable. And by the way, while I was sitting on the ground, one of the other moms stopped in the middle of the road, got out of the car, and was like, no, talk to the other crossing. I was like, no, I just need to check on this guy. Like, usually he's here, he waves at me every day. Like, I gotta make sure he's okay. It was really cute. Anyways, mom drives me to the hospital. I'm sitting there in triage. I have to stand in line with like one good leg. But I'm just sitting there, so just stand in line, and finally get into triage. I shuffle into the room, drop my stuff, sit in the chair, and she's like, "All right, why are you here?" And I'm like, "All right, look, I fell off my bike. And I was holding my wallet, my phone, my mask that I was supposed all the signs at the hospital was like, you need to wear your mask. I was like, I physically cannot put this mask on, so you're gonna have to deal with it. Then the guy that was actually there said like masks are optional, but I gave her my health card and all that sort of stuff, and she was like, all right, have you got any like symptoms or whatever? I was like, no. And gave her basically the same information the doctor wanted. I was supposed to call the clinic doctor for a referral, but they didn't need it. Like, I was, I guess, clearly in trouble. And they're like, you want a wheelchair? And I was like, won't I need my arms for that? And she's like, no, we'll wheel you around. Okay, so they went and got a wheelchair. I had my bag and stuff with me. They took my information, my emergency contact stuff. Like, 'cause I've never been to the hospital. This is like literally my first hospital visit, I think, my entire life, besides being born. So I got wheeled in for after triage, ahead of a bunch of people, because clearly I was actually injured. I wasn't the worst there, so, but sat in a waiting room in a wheelchair. I may have needed a referral to get an X-ray and a CT scan, not so much the ER. Because you can't just like walk up to a specialist and be like, hey, I need this. A doctor needs to go, hey, this person needs this, and that's what all the referral. That's the whole process in Canada. So they would need to make sure that you need it. Whereas in the States, you could just be like, I'd like an X-ray and pay for it. You can still do that in Canada, but I don't have that kind of money. But they didn't need it because I clearly needed it. I was seen by a doctor, and basically he was the referral for the X-ray and stuff. He approved it. Because like anytime you go to a specialist, you need to be referred by someone else. So that's usually why you need like a GP or like a clinic. So you go to a clinic, that doctor goes, oh, you might need this, and they go like that's what. Yeah, if you at the hospital, you usually don't really need the referral because they have doctors there that will look at you and go, yeah, they need it. So that's what happened to me. But I sat in a waiting room I wasn't able to look at the time. Really, I think I was there for like an hour and a half. And then they wheeled me into my own room. And then I sat there, and I sat there and like listened to this like old lady just like having like the worst pain of her life, and I felt so bad. I'm like, I fell off a bike, my elbows hurt, but this lady is like groaning and screaming after being literally passed out next to me, and I was like, see this old lady first. You kind of skip step one and only get seen by specialists. Yeah, in the States it's a little different. But if I had cancer, I probably would only get seen by specialists too. Like I think that lets you skip a few steps. But I was put on a bed in my own room to wait for the night nurse to see me, and then the doctor to see me. But I was laying in this bed, and the night nurse comes in. She's like, all right, we gotta do all this stuff. She takes some more tests. She does all the tests that basically happen in triage. She checked my eyes, asked me if I felt dizzy or anything, and I was like, no, I feel okay. Like, I'm actually very coherent. Like, my memory still works, minus the crash part of it. All that's a little fuzzy. But I wasn't unconscious for the crash. And she's like, okay. So she left for a little bit, and she came back, and she's like, all right, we're gonna need to, like, get your shirt off and stuff. And she's like, how attached are you to the shirt? And I was like, I will need it for cold weather, so I would like to not cut it. So that hurt a lot, getting my shirt off. And then they're like, all right, so your elbows hurt, a lot of stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah. And also, I hit my knee. So there's a little scrape on my knee. And they're like, okay, the doctor's probably gonna want to look at that. So we're gonna need to take your pants off. Can you get your pants off? And I was like, there's absolutely no way I'm getting these pants off. So I had two very nice nurses come in and take my shoes off, my pants. They left my socks on, which was fun. And then they realized that I was wearing long underwear, and they're like, okay, that's got to come off too. And I was like, I guarantee you that'll be significantly easier. Because I ride a bike, so my pants are kind of tight. I don't wear, like, emo tight jeans like in high school. Like that was really popular back then. But they are, they fit okay until I rode a bike. So they had the same struggle I did, and I was like, look, I guarantee you these are actually the looser pants I have. Donkin thighs. Man, my thighs are like not twice as big, but they're definitely bigger. But they got my pants off, and I was like, I guarantee you the long underwear is going to be significantly easier to get off. And they're like, yeah, okay. So they pulled that off, and I was like, they're tucked into the socks, though. So and they're like, oh no. Okay, so we're going to leave the socks. It was a whole process. And so then they gave me a gown, but luckily, like, I still had my underwear on, so it wasn't just like my ass hanging out. So I'm sitting here in a doctor's gown in a bed, waiting for someone to show up, doors wide open. And I sat there for, I want to say, like 30, 40 minutes before the doctor actually saw me. And he checked me out, all that sort of stuff, approved me for the x-rays and all that sort of stuff. And then I sat there for even longer. And then the night nurse comes in and wheels me out to the x-rays. And man, I gotta tell you, this hospital would be great for a horror film. There are no windows in any rooms because none of it's on the outside. A lot of the lights are off. So you can't, like, it just looks like an abandoned hospital almost, except for not as dirty like it would be in a movie. And she's wheeling me around, and I feel like I'm just like this feels like a liminal space. Like how the horror movies use that now, not just like a transitional space. Literally going through hallways that are just empty, lights are off, and she wheels me over to this area. And I sit there in the hallway. After hours hospitals are just creepy shit, absolutely. But she wheels me over there, and then I wait there for another half an hour. Dangerously close to the back rooms. But I sat there, and then this guy, this finally the first like male I've seen outside of the doctor in this hospital working there comes up to me and he's like, all right, we're gonna take you over to the CT scan room. We're gonna bring you over there. They don't really like it when you barge in there, so we're gonna like wheel over here. And the night nurse was there too, so she came over. The night nurse was very nice. Wheeled to the back rooms and nothing but his socks and my underwear and a single hospital gown. But I get there and they wheel me into this little room, and they put it was a fluorescent light, but they put a little cover on it that was just like fluffy clouds. And me and the night nurse were just sitting there, and I'm like, I really like the cloud light. And she's like, oh, yeah, I've never noticed that before. But then I took my CT scan, and I was called a tall drink of water by the CT tech. She was very nice, and she laughed about how old that made her feel, calling me a tall drink of water. And then made a joke about how I'm definitely not like the last patient they just had, who was this 90-pound Asian woman. And I was like, I'm sorry, I can't help my genetics. So they pulled me over, put me in the CT scan, which was a lot of fun, actually. It was kind of cool being in a CT scanner. That's never happened to me before, obviously. And it's just like this spinning thing that slices you into 1,000 pieces, and they look at each piece and go, yep, nothing's wrong. And that was kind of cool. I was holding my phone too, and I'm glad nothing happened to my phone. And then after that, they had some extra laughs or whatever. Then they put me back on my stretcher. They wheeled me over to X-ray like immediately. I had to get X-rayed by both my arms, like several times, and then my knee. And this X-ray machine, Much larger than at the dentist. This one was attached to the roof on 2 tracks, like some sort of like video game puzzle. And this tiny Asian woman was just throwing that thing around. Like, it looked like it weighed like 7 tons, and she was just like hurling it around like it was nothing. So props to that lady. But got all my x-rays. Apparently x-rays don't actually hurt your phone, because they don't actually touch your phone, which is kind of cool. But they put the lead thing over the rest of me, other than my arms, and that protected my phone anyway. But yeah, I know, we asked about it, because I was curious, and so was the night nurse. So got my x-rays done, realized I could barely move my arms because I had to like, she was like, can you hold your arm out a little bit? And I was like, no. So if you imagine like 90 degrees, a 90-degree bend in your elbow being like a natural bend in your elbow, I could move from like 90 between like 80 degrees and maybe 100 degrees, maybe 110. Like, it was not, I couldn't move my elbow a lot. It wasn't even like I get this far and it hurts so much I have to stop. It was like I physically felt like I couldn't move that far. But got my x-rays done, and then got wheeled into a hallway where I took a nap for I don't know how long. I was also given hydromorphone. Was that what it was called now? I don't remember. I don't remember the exact name, but she was like, this is stronger than morphine. It was a little bit. It didn't fuck me up. I didn't get weird. You wouldn't have gotten any cool videos about me having a weird talk about anything that comes to mind while on painkillers. But after those x-rays, I was sleepy as hell. Oh yeah, they also put me in a neck collar. Forgot about that. Because they weren't sure if my neck was injured. Because I had like a really bad neck headache. And my tipples hurt. Sort of really bad, just, obviously, I hit my face on cement, concrete. Asphalt? Asphalt. It was a road. So, they said concrete, but, and apparently I can't say asphalt. Oh, there we go. It was censoring it in the captions. But, yeah, I was in a little neck brace. Hydromorphone, yeah. So I was sitting there in a neck brace for, I don't know how long, but it made my headache better being in that neck brace. Man, so I slept. I want to say for like an hour. Then the doctor came up to me, talked to me a little bit, was like, okay, cool, be like half an hour or whatever, and you know, we back to get your splint and stuff. I was like, cool. So I went back to sleep, and like 2 hours went by. This guy had not been back yet. So the night nurse showed up, said like one word to me, and then got pulled away. So I was sitting there, and then I think maybe like 10 minutes went by, and then someone else came over and was like, all right, we need to go in this room. So they wheeled me into my own room again, where I got my soft cast wrapping and my sling. And I have an appointment for the 17th for the fracture clinic to see if I fractured my arm, because they were not sure if my x-rays were, my left arm was fractured. I guess they couldn't see on the x-rays. So I'm not worried. If it was inconclusive with like 7 x-rays on my elbow, I don't think I've got a fracture, but I don't know, we'll find out. And then I sat there for, I don't remember when I asked F to come pick me up. I think I was like, I'm almost done, and then like it never happened. But I fell off my bike one time. I leave here at 2:55, and I probably fell off my bike at 3:05. 3:10? No, I fell off my bike around 3:05, and then I called into work at 3:10 when I should have been at my spot. Probably closer to 3:08, I guess. Yeah, I didn't actually get home until 1:30 in the morning. So I was gone a very long time. Hence why I canceled stream. But on the way home, we drove. How far did we get? Like, not even. Like, we got out of the hospital parking lot and we immediately had to pull into the gas station across the street so I could try to throw up because I was so nauseous from my neck pain. And I I hadn't eaten till like 10 since like 10 a.m. So there was nothing for me to throw up, but my mouth became a fountain of spit into a parking lot for like 5 minutes, just constant spewing saliva out of my mouth. I went, huh! And that was it. That was it for the dry heaving. And then it was just spit. So that was wild. And then we sat there as I cooled off because I was very warm after all that, I guess. Then we picked up a bunch of like really easy to eat foods so I wouldn't throw it up. And then came home. So that was basically my whole adventure. Maybe missing some details. That was my whole adventure yesterday. Day before yesterday? It's not Friday, so day before yesterday. My memory is fine. I've always had problem with days. So yeah, Thursday was an experience. Yeah, so that's where I was Thursday. And I figured I couldn't do anything. I could not. So when you twist your wrist,
Good God.
when you twist your wrist, for whoever doesn't know how wrists work, your wrist is not actually twisting. You have two bones in your forearm that cross over each other, and that's how you can twist your wrist. If even with your elbow, with your palm facing up, is a neutral position, that fucking hurt. So I couldn't do that. I had to keep it turned 90 degrees. Crisscross bony sauce? That sounds a horrible euphemism. But I had to keep it 90 degrees. I couldn't move it at all. Moving it at all hurt a bunch. Not bony sauce. Today, like yesterday, it was really bad, but throughout the day, it's gotten easier. And then today, after waking up, it was a little stiff. Moving my fingers was fine, so I could still like use my phone. Exerting strength on any buttons was hard though, so like locking my phone hurt. I can lock my phone now. I have more grip than I used to. Very early on, my grip was like nothing. I could still I could hold stuff, but you could just like tug on it slightly, and I'd be like, all right, it's yours now. You, I can't do anything about it. I have giant holes in my palm from the asphalt, which was never cleaned, but I'm scared to clean it now because it's like all dried blood and like I don't know. It looks gross, but only a little bit. It'll get clean eventually. But I can today at least. So my first day, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to be able to do. I am absolutely bored. I need to do something. So I've been pushing my limits to see what I can do, and like what I can get away with. And the hardest thing, I can use a mouse. I can do that. Obviously, there's the mouse cursor. I can move that around. I can click. I can do all that sort of stuff. It's not that bad. My splint makes it physically impossible for me to use my keyboard. I can't actually bend my arm that way anyway. I think my left shoulder muscles are bruised. They've been cramping today as well. So I can't actually move my arm like that to get on the keyboard to do any like other games. So no more playing like Overwatch or like literally any other game that I was playing at the time. I can hold a controller though. So I was doing that. And I've been playing Phantasy Star 2 because that was just the first game that came to mind when I was doing stuff. But getting my headset on is the worst thing. So yesterday I was actually hurting a lot. So getting my headset on was the process of setting my headset on my desk, smashing my face into it, kind of like motorboating it a little bit, and that wasn't working. So I had to kind of painfully pull the speaker around my face, push it in a little bit, push the other side, which hurt a lot less. I can do a lot of stuff on the left side of my head with my right hand that I can't do on the right side of my head. So I managed to get my headset on. I was wearing a hat, so it didn't fit properly either. Because I had to wear a hat to get my hair out of my face, which, by the way, not being able to get my hair out of my face for that entire hospital visit was terrible. So So I got my headset on, and I'm like sitting there, and I'm like, now I need to like rest. So I watched YouTube videos for like 2 hours, 3 hours before I was like, I always do something while I'm watching YouTube videos. I need to do something. So that's when I was like, can I hold a controller at least? And the answer is yes. The Xbox controller is actually 1,000,000 times better than a PlayStation controller. I can't hit down on the D-pad though on a 360 controller. It's too far away. It hurts. But I can hit every other button. I can do that just fine. The PlayStation controller though has the D-pad and the joystick swapped, so I can't actually use the joystick. So yeah, I'm okay, but my arms are not in the best shape. And that's my big hospital update. That's actually my first. I will be actually kind of mad if I have a fracture in my arm, because that'll be the first time I've ever broken a bone, and I'm mad about it. If I don't have a broken bone, I'll actually feel very lucky though, because I feel like I hit the ground pretty hard. Enough where, like I said, my teeth are numb. They do kind of hurt. I do kind of feel them now, but they're definitely numb. There's definitely some. Maybe they've all been mobilized in some way, but they don't feel like it. They don't move like I've mobilized a tooth or something. But yeah, that was the whole thing. So that's my life update. So I don't know how streaming is gonna go. I might need to take like an arm break here and there. Unfortunately, Final Fantasy X will be okay, because I use a controller to play Final Fantasy X. But I might put some things on hold, just so I can play like what I want to. I don't know. We'll see what kind of mood I'm in for Monday and Wednesday. I don't have the code for Alan Wake yet. So once Razer gives me that, I'll be able to do that. They said it would take like 2 to 4 weeks to get the code. So I'm not in a big hurry, but yeah, once I get Alan Wake, I want to switch over to that for sure. Project Eden, not gonna happen. Revelations 2, not gonna happen, because I played both of those mouse and keyboard. So we'll see what I get into. You put your SSD in before your arms got. My mouse too. I got a new mouse. Thursday. Literally hours before I fell off my bike and couldn't do anything with it. I got my new mouse. So hooray! So that'll take some getting used to. It's much smaller than my old mouse. It's also a wireless mouse, but it has like a wired option. So, yeah. I don't know. It's nice. I like my new mouse. It has less buttons on it, but I have to like figure out what to do with these buttons. But yeah. So that's me right now. I won't be at work for the next week. I already called him. I told him basically the when they went and picked me up, I was like, I'm probably not going to be here tomorrow. But with the fracture clinic being on the 17th, I was like, I'm probably not going to be able. I will not risk anything before then. But like, if my right arm, like if I feel absolutely no pain in my right arm, my right elbow, then I will call them and be like, hey, can I think I can handle going back to work. But I won't be able to like be a big target. Like I can't wear my armbands on one of my arms if it's broken. So I don't know if that's a safety hazard or whatever. So I don't know. I'll just wait until the 17th. So I'm gonna be bored for a very long time. But yeah, no, this isn't so bad for my second major injury of my entire life. I would say the first time was another bike accident. I don't know if Moobs remembers that when I was a kid. On that old green bike. I guess it's right from Side Tour. That steel-framed green tank of a bike where I ran into Jeremy's bike and just shredded it to fuck, but it also threw me down the hill and I went like forever, and then like all of my knee came off. That was my first major injury. I didn't go to the hospital for that. But yeah, bikes, I guess, just. I mean, to be fair, I've ridden my bike now in two Canadian winters and been okay. It wasn't even snowing this time. But we're gonna get my brakes looked at, I think, and fix those. So I have a back brake that works about the same as my front brake. And maybe that'll cause a lot less problems. Anyway, let's very scraped up, yeah. I mean, it might need a replacement. We'll see. I'm definitely getting my bike looked at. I don't know, maybe do that sooner rather than later. But paying for it is going to be... I spent more money than I've planned on. Not even on medical bills, just more money than I planned on. I wasn't expecting to not have to work for a week or something. Yeah, so the I mean, I know the brake handle looked pretty scraped up. I haven't inspected my bike yet, actually. I should probably look at that. But man. But I figured I can play War of the Floor. I can use my mouse, so we can do that. So I figured I would stream today and give everyone an update. Especially if, like, streams are gonna be changing. So, anyway, let's get on this. Start a new story. Oh, hey, my phone's been talking to me this entire time. I don't remember turning up the volume on this thing. I don't know, it hasn't been coming through the mic, I guess, so that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Continue. Just do a quick play. Randomly select everything. And we've already seen this intro several times. Woo! Alexander has destruction of libraries. Perfect black marble statue has been. Yeah, okay. We have actually done this one before. Both you and your enemies deal extra damage. Only, okay. And we are. This girl. 8 knowledge, that's pretty good. Knowledge, dexterity, and perception. Okay. Anyway, how's everyone else doing? Oh, hey, look, it's this one. We've already gotten the C ending. Crimson Cape, Red Coat, okay. Okay, so we've got 2 we've never seen before, and 3 that we have. We're gonna do this first one. We're gonna just keep going this way for the... So, rotten report of a rancid ramen. So everybody still woke up janky? Oh, that sucks. Like, all, like, dry and stuff, or just, like, janky, whatever that means. A Thin Air, a brand new ramen restaurant opens in town. It's adored by everyone. Once people take a bite, they can't stop. Day and night, queues stretch out the door. Shambling customers stuff themselves with dish after dish, while the blind owner sits silently behind the counter, grinning and polishing his gleaming knives. You are determined to discover what makes this ramen so enticing. What is its true power? Dog meat? Human meat? Flesh of the gods themselves? Do it. Hey, I mean, it's good you don't feel like a pile of hot garbage. So that's really good. I hope that at least continues. So streets feature about the newest ramen shop. Food critic has a manic look on his as he describes the ramen. His description makes your stomach churn. There are 2 item cards. Okay. Loud knocking wakes you up in the middle of the night. Open up, shouts the deep voice, because I'm not going to yell. Behind the door, I know you're there. I feel like we've done this one before. Yeah. Success. You answer the door's letterbox suddenly opens and an unknown invader tries to look inside. Luckily, you manage to stand still. For a couple of minutes, and retreats, probably unsure if you're home after all. Hey, 5 experience. See the restaurant through the staircase window. You watch the door for hours, but never see any of the cooks enter or leave. Still feel it just less than, yeah. I mean, that's an improvement, I'll say. Around the ransacked room of your recently deceased friend, you discover a half-finished painting of a woman. Her skin a ghostly pale yellow color. Made by the unsettling portrait, you're haunted by nightmare. Hooray! The only true way to investigate it is to get into the restaurant yourself. Let me visit today. Let's hang out some other time. Okay. There we go. Mr. Uru! Your neighbor is a horror manga artist. He's struggling to come up with a satisfying ending for his newest story. What's that picture? Catch a glimpse of the painted thing. Suddenly you feel very weak and excuse yourself to leave. Something truly evil has you in its grasp. Great! Seems that you are not the only one wanting to try it for yourself. You stand in line for hours. Questions fall on deaf ears and you're shunned. Great! How much money do I have? I don't even know where to find my money. Something's wrong. You don't see anyone on the street. You could have sworn it was crowded just a minute ago. Better hurry out of here. Where do I have my money? My currency. Is it up here? I don't remember where my money is. It's been so long. I guess we'll, that's ammo. And that's something. Whatever. Alright, investigate. You hear a faint sobbing sound coming from an alley nearby. There, you approach a man on his knees. When you take a step closer, he suddenly stops and perks up. You hear the nauseating sound of tearing skin. Great! Oh my god. Stir your face. The glued corpse? I don't have any weapons. Just kick him. Wait. No, okay. Oh, that's what I want. This is a 80%, so it brings it to 90%. He headbutts me? What a jerk. Bites my hand. There we go. Jesus. With his meat flaps. Alright. Finally, your turn to order. 1 ramen, please. The owner's grin widens. Ugh. Kick is a fist. Look. You hush. Seeing the two chopped off heads, you can't help but wonder who's been preparing your food for the past week. Research occult notes. Call the police, do nothing. I mean, I have 8 knowledge. Yeah! No sign nearby tell of an ancient civilization and unspeakable horror. You've managed to learn incantation, but the horrifying image will stay with you for a long time. I gained a spell. Expel evil. I have multiply wound as well. That sounds interesting. The red bowl is pushed into your face. It's so crowded that you're forced to sit on the floor. Investigating the restaurant. Experts are baffled by the sudden appearance of 20 stone statues lined up in a row in the middle of the park. You can cast one spell without paying anything. -6 Doom. Deals damage to an enemy, which increases the lower your stamina is. Oh, okay. If I can cast this without it doing anything, how do I... Is that it? No. Am I gonna lose 2 stamina for it? No. Hey! Cool. Go away, evil! Most probably a waste, but I didn't want to lose the stamina. The slick hand, you fill a vial with soup and walk out, all without tasting the weird dish. Good job. There's blood on my UI. Pulling up some delicate strings, you get the ramen into a lab. While handing over the gathered material, you hesitate. What should you send into the laboratory? Oh. I feel like... Did I miss something? Okay. Just the ramen soup. Mere day later, your friend rings your door. Her face is pale, and in a shaky hand, she holds an analysis sheet. You usher her in and bolt the door. You feel ill looking at the charts. While they couldn't identify some of the particles, they did discover a highly addictive drug in the broth. The ramen restaurant must be closed immediately. A week later, the police and government officials are looking over where the ramen restaurant used to be. Nothing remains but a gap in the street and aimless, confused customers. Damn! I coughed up blood and something else. That was for the ritual. So I wonder if there was something more I could have... I mean, obviously I feel like there was something more I could have done there. I didn't even, like, resolve the mystery. But I didn't feel like there was a lot I could do there. I was missing a few things, it felt like. I'd like to believe that was the end of it, but snippets and newspapers from other cities unsettle you. Brief articles about an exciting new ramen restaurant opening and its mysterious owner keep showing up. You no longer eat noodles without feeling ill. Ending B. And then all that. What do we got? Dangerous bands of rioters are gathering around the downtown area. Police are hopeless. So don't ever call the police. Right, the X over here. Take the key. Take a bath. What are my stats right now? I do need the reason more than anything. Cool. Demolition of an old inner-city shrine resulted in an array of unfortunate accidents, and most recently the death of 6 people suspected of arson. Change my clothes. We'll be a teen witch for this one. Or... yeah, the mystery is buried deep in the house with the hole with the eye in it. Horrible history of household hell. There are many old mansions around this town. Ooh Manor is one of them. I feel like the ooh is like you can be whatever you want, but I like just clicking ooh. Supposedly haunted by a family of 4 who disappeared without a trace one summer, but is it the only tragic event that took place here? Ooh. Investigate the seaside location twice in Weave's quest. We'll just do that right away. Where is the seaside? There it is. I didn't have any items to get rid of last time, so I didn't get to do that one. Something pulls you toward the beach. A statuette, half buried in the sand, is calling to you. Feeling your head shaking. Take it home! Probably looks heavier than it looks. Mesmerized, you take it home and wonder where you'll display it. This is a bad idea. Good! Friends you've talked to are not sure where the mansion itself is located. You have to find the mansion first. Library missions light. Nope, we're doing the seaside again. A sudden blast of heat grabs your attention. An older man standing next to you screams in pain as he's engulfed in fire from seemingly nowhere. As other people start to panic and help the burn victim, you spot a hooded woman standing in the distance. She sees you, she starts to run. Can't shake off the feeling that you are the target of this supernatural attack. Pursue the hooded woman! Yeah, dexterity! The hooded woman disappears behind a corner, and when you get there, she's gone, already mixed in with the crowd. In a nearby dumpster, you find this sulfur-stinking hoodie and an envelope containing your photo, plus a curious incantation. Now I can light people on fire. The Cliff Mansion was built on its famous... The cliff the mansion is built on is famous for its extensive cave system. Yeah, okay, that's exactly what it was before. To the library! Someone in the computer room, this is a good opportunity to check the school's database to look for anything you might help your investigation. Check it out. Knowledge failure. Not smart enough. You find a curious folder containing photos. With rising horror, you discover that you're in one of them. The last photo shows a smiling man standing over your bed. Hooray! Make notes. You decide to make some notes about subjects that could be relevant in the case. Well, your work won't go to waste. Can I get a spell? Let's do that again. You satisfy you find a figment you were looking for. Hooray! Absorb. That do. Deal 3 damage, gain 2 stamina, costs 4 reason. Deals 8 damage, 1 reason, 1 stamina. Okay. Supposed to be somewhere near the cliffs. Alright. Kind of investigating downtown now. The investigation is starting to take a toll on your health. You feel like you're about to fall asleep standing up. Address your weakened state. Needs hot bath skill. I'm gonna take a nap. Oh, maybe falling apart? You really needed that. Hooray! My doom is like super low, so I'm not that concerned. Having different mansions with the sketch, you finally find the one. There's only one problem. It is strong roped into the mansion through the high window. Oh, hey, look, it's seaside. I needed something going down there. What was it? It was... Was it the can of acid? It's... I think that might have been it. What are my funds? I don't think I have any funds, do I? I should have money. Yeah, okay. Buy that. And we'll investigate the seaside. Again. Decide to enter a small, shady bar in the docks. Maybe some of the old fishermen can help you on your quest. However, persuading them to do so might prove difficult. Buy them around. I don't... No fisherman would refuse a free round. Tell you the tales of sunken cities inhabited by underwater things with too many legs. 5 experience. I am about to level up. Like, I'm like 20 away. I haven't leveled up at all. This is... Make it through the window. This is the abandoned mansion your friends have talked about. Let's explore it. Alright. I'm doing okay, I think. The art workshop, the room is cluttered with half-finished sculptures. The sculpture's not a problem, take the mask. You designed to once saw an occult book, so I take it with you. Plus item. You heard a weird noise coming from the locked study. You must find the key. Walking through the forest, you spot a pair of legs sticking out of a bush. Before you can do anything over it, they twitch and move. Oh no! You again? I still don't have any. I should have gotten a weapon. Can I run away? Run away. Ends the encounter for a doom penalty. 17 does stamina damage. What is my hit chance? 80? And I do 3 damage. Three, 6, 9, 12. That's 9, 18. So it's 2 turns? If I hit every time? I think I can do it. Yay! Okay, that wasn't so bad. Does DNS, can I do anything with that? Armor plus 1 damage and minus 4 to max stamina. Nah. Looking for the key. Find a heavy tome wrapped in moth-eaten black velvet in an old locked cabinet. Remove the book's wrappings, you recoil in disgust. It's bound in human flesh. What did I do last time? I feel like... Oh, my funds are a stat. Right, I won. I thought for some reason in my head it was fine. With 8 knowledge? Okay, let's read it. Knowledge check failure. Yay! So with countless blasphemous voices. Now I'm cursed. I had to. Looks like when the previous owners of this mansion liked to read, dusty tomes reach the ceiling. You don't have much time, but maybe you could spare a minute to look through the books. Check out the table, like I did last time. And my knowledge just isn't high enough for anything, being 8, which is like the highest knowledge I've ever had in a character. Notes lying on the table look like the ramblings of a madman while trying to understand plus 3 doom. Okay. Everything's just going bad, right? Corpses are strung upon wire like macabre marionettes with painted smiles and rosy cheeks. -2 reason. Is this my curse? Someone's following you. Human enemies get more powerful. Oh, okay. You feel watched. Oh, I don't have a holy candle. I'm gonna lose all of my reason. Hearing a shuffling sound coming from behind a wardrobe, you decide to push it out of the way. For a niche in the wall, someone's put 3 dusty dolls in there. You try to reach and grab one, however, they jump off and scatter around the room giggling. Fuck me. They do 2 all damage. I'm not gonna make it out of this. So, I'm gonna have to run away. Thus we escaped. Yeah, there have been 2 attacks and I've been dead. You aren't sure what to expect. The sturdy door of the study opens with a creak. The dark, dusty room is empty, but something feels wrong. A faint draft, perhaps? You move the rotten carpet aside to reveal a secret passageway cut directly into the cliff rock. Following a strange song, you discover a hidden passage that leads... No, okay, this is this one. Okay, not the eye in the bottom. That leads you to an underground chamber connected to the sea. You can't find the source of the sounds, but then it hits you. The acoustic of this place makes the waves sound like the most beautiful serenade. Mesmerized, you step closer to the stone altar at the end of the room. Unholy chants coming from the caves connecting to the mansion must have driven the family insane. No connection to the outside world, they fed on what they had, themselves. However, that doesn't explain the fresh corpses and wet tracks around the altar. I think I got ending C last time too. I just don't have the... I don't have what I need for that, most of the time. Did the water level suddenly increase, or was their city slowly sinking? Exploring the seaside location has a chance of inflicting the drenched status. Okay. key. It's mostly having probably knowledge of what you need. So like that one was like a holy candle. I don't know if the sections where they're like painted black, I don't know if that means that like it's another choice that I would have, or like just no, you can't do that kind of thing. Anyway, take a bath. I definitely need reason for sure. TV. Search for a missing person continues in the forest surrounding Shiokawa. If you have any information, please come to the police department. Alright. So, next up, So, since it's always important, it was Rotting Ramen, House of Hell, or something. And then now it's Crimson Cape. Which I have done. I did the red coat. Okay. Crimson Cape, the new game, is spreading among your friends. A dare to stay in the unused school restroom after class. Dare to meet Akamanto. House of Hell, Crimson Cape, yeah. What was originally harmless fun has turned deadly. The body of a boy was found last week. School principal has banned the game, but that only made it more popular. Akamanto must be stopped before another kid is killed. Investigate the mystery. Immediately go home. Rest. Continue. Rest again. Continue. Alright. And I can level up. Quick thinking. +1 dexterity. Ghost connection. The mystery grants a random spell. +1 knowledge. Absolutely taking that. And giving myself more knowledge. 10 knowledge. There we go. Gather gossip about the current mystery. School's schoolyard. Give me the gossip. It's hard to get any sleep lately. You heard about the computer program that... Well, that didn't help. Investigate the school. Door shouldn't be there. Lead anywhere. More importantly, it shouldn't pull you in. Force yourself to leave the mystery door behind. I'm not going into a mystery door right now. You report it to your principal, who promises he will take care of it. With your friends safe for now, you should look into the legend. Maybe records in the city's library make mention of Akamanto. Give me the gossip! When Akamanto asks you which paper you want, you must refuse everything. Yep. Who did make those drawings, and who did? Hooray! On some versions of the legends, everyone agrees you can't take anything the man offers you, though. Snake knife. I don't only have one fund. 8 damage to ghost type enemies. The road seems to twist and turn when you're not looking, trapping you in this neighborhood. I don't have a map item. Well, time to get lost. Been hours trying to find a way out. Finally, completely exhausted, you end up on the main street as the passage to the blighted neighborhood slowly closes behind you. Yay! Can I sell items? Like, can I just, like, get rid of the demon mask? Trade in. +1 funds. Perfect. +1 reads and adds a new status. Perception. I'm about the camera. I think I might need the camera for this one. I think. Hard to remember. Anyway. Your story about the vengeful samurai known for wearing a crimson red cape. It's an interesting find for sure, but you need to find more information. Can I, like, equip this at something? Yes. What about this? No. This is just a used item. You catch a glimpse of an art class. One disturbing painting draws your attention. You gasp in pure horror, whose faces, impossible angles, and enormous monoliths makes you sick. Yay! One of the articles mentioned a young doctor who performed life-saving surgery on a victim of a brutal assault. All happened in a toilet stall. Maybe he's still works at the hospital and can share some information. Psych ward! Someone's been branding the patients with occult symbols. Oh, I don't have... Every time I need a skill. Branded, like cattle. Preparing a feast for their eldritch masters. You learn that the doctor suddenly left the hospital after the latest murder, taking all of his records with him. Why would he do that? Not the only bad news. Your friend didn't come to school today, and another body has supposedly been found. Back to the school. You enter the kitchen, even though it's abandoned and the lights are off. Something is cooking in a large pot. You don't like the smell of it. Search for a weapon. Rummage through the drawers. Steak knife. Absolutely take that. It is a dexterity. Good. Princess Orsulie closed down for the investigation. Well, this one's going better than the other two. Now that I've got things. Path is blocked by a rotting corpse covered in poison ivy. Oh no. You're gonna make me itchy. Aw, no, okay. I feel like I don't need to do that if it's that much of a hit. There we go. Yay! Break the window and get inside the school unnoticed. No, not the itchy. First toilet is located on the 3rd floor. Get over there. The cursed toilet. Hearing footsteps behind you, you realize you aren't the only student here. A girl wearing a demon's mask starts giggling as she gets closer. Oh, what if I was wearing the demon mask too? 4 stamina damage. Jesus. Okay. 60? Defeated the young witch. I got a box cutter. It's broken though. You're turning back now. Accept the last stall and close the door behind you. What does this do? Perception weapon does 3 damage. Is it 60? Is that better or worse? Oh, it's definitely worse. It's faster, I guess? Yeah. Okay, just tell me. 0 funds, damn. Investigate the toilet. You wait in the stall, trying to be as quiet as possible. Suddenly, squish, squeak. You hear the sound of rubber boots as an unknown liquid drips on the tiles. Squish, squeak. You can see the top of his head. He's taller than any man you've ever seen. The door slowly opens. The man dressed in a red coat, clearly too tall for the ceiling, emerges from outside. Tell me, his voice sounds like a faulty radio. Would you like red paper or blue paper? I want anything from you. My paper! Getting darker. Oh man, the coat slowly takes their mask off as stall walls wither and rot and reality starts to crumble. And now I fight the faceless man! Where my stamina is. My stamina's pretty low, but it takes 2 stamina to do that. It is 3 damage to everything. This takes 1 stamina, 1 range, does 8 damage. But I can do 8 damage per turn, so it's not really better. I might not live through this. Deals 7 damage to Eldritch enemies. What is he, though? I mean, he's pretty Eldritch. Is that what that symbol is? I just use the can of acid. Yeah! Okay, that worked. And now we just stab him. I'm not gonna live. Oh no, my first failure! Deal 3 damage, gain 2 stamina. That's not gonna be enough, but all I got. Yeah, that's gonna make me live one more turn. No, so this is the best I can do. Guaranteed 8 damage. I might win. That's gonna be 8 damage. Oh man, I'm so close to dead. I think my stuff can actually go into the negatives. Damn, that's so close. You wake up, you find yourself back in the toilet stall. Thinking it was all a dream, you stand up, only to hear a crack from under your shoe. Broken crimson mask. Akamanto might return one day, but now you know that ancient horse can be defeated. It was the A ending, the same A ending I got before. I think the B ending is taking paper from him. A new level. What do we got? Contaminated water. No! Fuck. Okay, well now I can't take baths. I have leveled up. 2 additional spell slots available. 1 charisma. Complete mystery. Grants a random spell. I'm gonna take this one, and then I'm gonna just take more knowledge, because I like having high knowledge for some reason. It doesn't really help me. Take the key. Alright. Can't take a bath. Search for missing person continues in the forest. Furnish you with information. Yeah. And we'll switch our clothes to be more businesslike. Alright. Let's do the one we haven't done before. Wishing well. Oh, the found footage is the one I need the acid for. That's the one, because it was the found footage was the VCR, and there's all the tapes on the table right in front of the hole. I think, because I accidentally looked that one up. Accidentally. I mean, I looked it up, but I wasn't trying to spoil myself. I just need to know, like, and I remember seeing the acid thing. Alarming account of abnormal arms. We'll do that one now. And I'm gonna have to rest a whole bunch. When started, the woman next door was strangled to death in her bed with no sign of forced entry. The killer was never found, and the apartment remained vacant. Go home. Okay, one more rest. I think we're good. We might not make it for the Doom timer, but we're good. Let's see the hospital twice. Okay. You might need to go to the hospital, so her apartment was closed and she lived alone. Other ways are in there. Maybe you can get the apartment plan and compare with other flats. It's been almost a year since a childhood friend moved away to another city. He left suddenly without even saying goodbye. In a recent letter, he apologized for his disappearance and asked you to remove the furniture from his flat because he wanted to sell it. In the envelope, you find a key to his apartment. He needs a light source. Friend, sure. Strength check failure. Moving the wardrobe through the doorway, you take a wrong step and sprain your ankle. It's nothing serious, but you have a problem walking for a few days. God damn it. Apartment's on the 3rd floor. There's no way someone used the window to escape the murder scene. bad time to be out of cash, says the grim-looking man who's standing in your way. Our company fortunately specializes in cases like yours and will gladly help you get back on track. After all, take a step closer. You could swear there's a faint smell of rust around the man. Everyone has something to sell. I feel like that's stamina, that's experience, that's reason. Nope, never mind. 3 reason, damn. Dark, feels sad, but can't tell why. In your pocket, you find an envelope with cash inside. Damn. You notice an odd placement of ventilation shafts. They seem too small for him to crawl through, though. Prepare a bath. You think about all the possible leads so far. You're very tired, so maybe ice cold water is a good idea. It doesn't matter, sure. Ice cold water vitalizes you and you're ready for the investigation. I think that was a strength check. The neighbors maybe discover something the police missed. Stamina penalty increased by -1. I don't know what that actually means for me. Anyway, not wanting to wait for an elevator, you decide to take the rarely used stairs. You suddenly trip, but grab the railing at the last second. When you get up to inspect what caused you to trip, you freeze in terror, slowly standing up. You again! Oh, I can't. It's a ghost in me. God damn it. Okay.
You will give me an egg!
Do 10 damage to it per turn, but it does not actually do that much. Okay. Four reason damage. God. Okay. I'm in bad shape. Boobs. Her neighbor is complaining about her missing underwear. I have to go home. You can't investigate your home, but I need to rest. I have to. Okay. Investigate the apartments. I think we're gonna hit max doom this time. Find an envelope lying on a pillow in your bedroom. Inside is cash and a note from someone who has been watching you. They wish you luck in your task and promise to meet you soon. Someone in your room. Well, I got money now. Another neighbor is complaining about weird noises coming from the vents when she's at home. Wandering through an empty corridor, you find an old vending machine. You don't recognize the brands of sodas inside, but you really could use a drink. I mean, I got money. Taste seems a little odd, but you enjoy the drink anyway. Nothing bad happened to me. Something bad is going to happen to me. I just know it. Let's check the building plan to find out if this is if there's a place where all the vents connect. Sure. Excuse me, do you have a moment to talk about our real Lord and Savior? The day of reckoning is coming. This is the voice on the other side of the line. You definitely don't like the way the man on the other side of the line puts on accent on real. Hello, are you still there? Hang up immediately. Phone down. Ah, of course that's reason damage. Sure. Investigate the boiler room. Every room is connected by vents coming from the unused boiler room. Could it be? You enter the dark boiler room and trip over the pipe. Cursing, you find a light switch and gasp in horror. It's not a pipe at all. A long rubbery arm coiling around the room and ending in a ventilation shaft. Coming closer, you can smell something vile and rotten. I didn't check the hospital. I thought we would be moving to more places. Oh my god, is it jump scare time? Ah! Let's follow the ground when you see the wide open stare of the dead pervert, his elongated limbs stretching and disappearing into the vent's darkness. I'm glad that they didn't end like combat. The police arrive, the whole building gets searched. Following the arms, the detectives find the body of a man stuck in a ventilation shaft. Later, he is identified as the building's caretaker. In his closet, police find pieces of underwear and voyeuristic photos of tenants. You're questioned thoroughly and eventually released as the murder case is being covered up as a case of an unfortunate gas leak. Ending A. I don't know if that's like... There was like 2 endings for that one, I think? Alright, what now? Imposing shadow cast by the old lighthouse getting longer each day. What's that mean? The lighthouse gets 1 additional floor? God damn it. Take the key. Yeah. Do I need that key, though? This is the first time I needed the actual last key. So, maybe I do, yeah. Yeah, okay, so I do actually need that last key. Alright. There wouldn't be a mystery left if I didn't bother with it. Alright. Feature of found footage. 3 students disappeared in the process of making a documentary about local folklore and legends of the nearby forest. Now, on the 1st anniversary of their disappearance, a suspicious man has started asking questions. Claims to be a private investigator hired by the parents of the students. But the parents of your friends didn't hire him. Who is he, and what does the student discover? What did the students discover out there? I need to go buy a can of acid. Investigate the mansion location twice. Okay. Seaside hardware shop. Can I get a can of acid? There we go. Buy that. Get out of the way. Need to go home and rest, though. That's my reason is, like, really bad. Okay. Anyway. I don't really have the time. We're gonna hit max doom. There's no way I would survive this. Find an old trophies case set in a seemingly abandoned corridor. Everything inside is covered in a thick layer of dust. One metal seems particularly valuable. Tiny key, break it, take it. I don't really need it. Luck check failure. You find a small trophy with a curious plaque. Grand champion of the cannibal eating contest, 1956. And there's my 2 reason. I would have died right there, probably. Notes mentions a village not too far from town. You decide to take a bus. Getting closer, you can't help but notice a large number of trees have suddenly died. What happened here? No, a cannibal trophy. Through the dirty restaurant window, you notice a shady-looking man wearing a jacket covered in strange symbols. He stops in front of a house, visibly nervous, before he enters the house. He turns around as if he's checking for any unwanted followers. What could it mean? Do nothing. Try to convince yourself that everything is alright and you lose your appetite. Thank God that was stamina damage. The village is unsettlingly friendly. An old farmer points you to an old stone. The missing group supposedly started their forest trip there. Okay, new level. An old man stops you and invites you into his house. You follow it reluctantly, only to be amazed by the number of dusty old sorcery books inside. I can teach you a thing or two about magic, he says. Don't worry about payment. I'm sure we'll work it out in the future. Absolutely. Give me that doom. I failed my luck check. Complete waste of time. Awesome. What can I do when I level up? +4. Add more to my reason, but I'm gonna hit max doom. I don't need art knowledge anymore. Ghost connection, random spell. Additional damage against ghosts and eldritch enemies, sure. A square to, oh right, if I did that, I would get, this would be easier. Yeah, we're gonna die here. I'm gonna lose 100% doom here. While wandering through the woods, you discover strange carvings on one of the trees. By the look of them, they were made recently. Could they be connected to the current mystery? Take a picture. 10 XP. In the forest, you hear faint whimpering in the distance. When you find it, you discover a wild dog caught by his hind leg in a bear trap. It's menacingly eager to help the dog. Luck check failure. You free the dog, but the rusty mechanism snaps and traps close on your hand. Damn. Well, I freed a dog. Worth it for right before the end of the world. And there we go, 100%. You're surprised to find a well-dressed man sitting on a rock in the middle of the forest. When you get closer, however, you discover that he's wearing a realistic mask that falls on the ground. No one to speak about this product. Dream salesman. Oh no. But you're not a ghost, at least. What is it? My chance to hit. 97% chance to hit. And that's 6 damage, where this is 5 damage. That's 15, but I wish I could get like one more out of it. By 5, it raises your chance to hit by 10% for the rest of this encounter. Oh, that's cool. I should have looked at this stuff earlier. Only lower than 3. I wonder what that is. Meditate, regain 1 reason, cost 2 stamina. Half, and ignores any special attack. Yeah, I don't have the space for that. Lowers the chance to hit for the enemy. Can I do that? No. I only have 50. Gain 1 stamina at the cost of 2. Okay. Like kicking? No. That's 55. That's gonna be 12, and that's 15, so we're just gonna do 3 attacks, I guess. May as well just make it 100%, huh? There we go. Yay, I win! But Doom is still 100%. You're too late! You arrive at the museum, the firefighters are already struggling to contain the spreading fire. And you slip up to the police and run inside. Museum? You make your way inside the exhibition hall. As your skin gets charred, the last thing you see is Ithatu finally breaking free from its marble casket. And I died. Thus perish in the Hecatomb. Billy Cat, level cultist, stake knife camera, yeah. This run, you managed to solve 4 mysteries plaguing the town, saw 14 new events, encountered 8 new enemies, and unlocked 1 new achievement. Alright. I feel like once I start getting stuff that's once I start getting like run-throughs where I don't have any new mysteries, I think I'm just gonna pull up guides to get like extra endings and stuff. Because like I still feel like there's a lot of stuff that I'm not able to do. I wonder if I can do like a really easy customize my playthrough. What if I check everything that I've got? Yep, continue. Randomize, continue. Like, how easy can I make this? Difficulty? Yeah, so Skeptic. There's randomization, don't randomize that. Don't only draw generic, nope. Random unlock perk cards. We'll do timeline A, that's fine. Backstory. Random backstory at the beginning of the game. Getting no one had any idea what we're up against, no effect. Medical history. So these are the 3 I've got. Start with extra XP and bandages, but injury may occur whenever the player takes damage in combat. I only have 2 backstories anyway. Okay. Dexterity, no knowledge. Strength, no knowledge. Well, no knowledge, like lower knowledge. So higher charisma, lower strength. Wait, why do I have a pentagram on my face? What's that mean? Did you do that with the rest of them too? Nope, just her.
No.
Why does the idol get that? That's weird. Perception, low dexterity, starts with the camera. High knowledge, low dexterity. Like, I like the idea of knowledge.
No.
Even charisma might be okay. But like, there's no like universal good here. Let's be the med student, because it's knowledge, low dexterity, but has a scalpel. Probably a dexterity weapon, honestly. Okay. During the events of classic mode, upcoming feature. So yeah, classic mode. What god are we doing? Can't run from combat. Both your damage and your enemies is increased, which is what happened last time. Casting spells costing reason increases doom instead. That might not be so bad if it saves my reason skill. Resist resting increases doom penalty. Welcome back. I think we're gonna stick with the spider god. That's what we did in our custom game last time, so this might be the easiest version of the game I can do so far. Without, like, cheating. Hooray! Alright. New status, Mimi's Obsession. Minus 20% max reason? Oh my god. Okay, well. I can be a nurse. Good girl, tank top. Surf! I mean, she's a med student, so why not? Alright, what do we got? Curious Case of a Contagious Coma. She did that one. We actually saw the Dream Devourers. The Story of School Scissors. That was the intro, and we did that like our first time too. Bloody Relief of the Beckoning Bulletin. Alarming Account of Abnormal Arms. We can maybe get the B ending on that. And that's it. Only 4 mysteries. Okay. What was I missing for Abnormal Arms? There was... right at the end, needed an ability. But I don't know if that was what I actually needed. But since I've done all these before, I'm gonna pull up a guide, see what I can do for other endings. So The Curious Case of a Contagious Coma. Because everything's mildly slower because they have to do everything one-handed. Okay, how do I get... Okay, yeah, this one is basically the failure ending where I don't use the Dust of Seeing. We're gonna go for that ending. More and more people fall unconscious and cannot be awakened. People try to wake the patients up, only end up falling into a coma themselves. The whole wing of the town's hospital has been dedicated to warding the comatose, anything connecting these people, and how this strange illness started. The perfect case for a med student. Let's check the news report. It's a weird disease and try to find the cause before more people fall asleep. The village location twice to complete this quest. So we are going to get the village thing out of the way. Because that also gives me a bonus. Unseasonal floods have closed many of the roads. I don't have a map. Hooray, 3% doom. And we do it one more time. Stumbled upon a forgotten bookstore in a small alley. The interior is cluttered with dusty old tomes, animal bones, weird vials, and stuffed exotic animals you don't even recognize. Can I help you? Asked the tiny man behind the counter. Things that will surely help you in your quest. Magic item? Sure. Gruesome totem. Minus 10% doom, minus 3 max reason. Maybe later. Scalpel, no, I need to equip that. Knowledge weapon. Hey man, hand you a package. So, I'm sure you'll make good use out of this. You understand the illness. Now I have the Dust of Seeing, which I'm not using. Okay. So, investigate school. Trail growing cold. Might be time for a different approach. If a similar case have occurred in the past, the library might be a good idea. With local newspapers. Knowledge check failed. God, why even bother having stats? It was a complete waste of time. Spent the whole day reading about cute dogs, giant vegetables, and the occasional accident to find nothing related to your case at hand. Like, how would I get my knowledge up to 11 right away? I don't even know. Like, is there like a roll that happens too? I don't know. Anyway. Reports mention a patient 0. Who could they be? Let's see. Hey, look, it's the same thing as the head. Seeing chew top of the head, you can't help but wonder who's been preparing your food for the past week. I succeeded this before, didn't I? Yeah. Notes lying nearby tell of ancient civilizations as we might gain a spell. Memory extract. Plus 2 reason. It costs 10 experience. Okay. That's a good little heal, I guess. The pair's been following you since the morning. You finally managed to lose them, but can't check the feeling they will, but it'll only get worse. Investigation is taking a toll on you. You start to miss the most obvious leads. Hooray! I can just give myself 1 reason for no penalty by forgetting the spell, too. Patient Zero's house seems empty. You should search it carefully. When you enter a metro car, you notice an oddly shaped package on the seat opposite you. It is marked with your name. You reach for the package but hesitate, an icy feeling settling into the pit of your stomach. Examine the package, of course, the dexterity check. Not until you unwrapped it that you understand what it is. Shocked, you let it fall to the floor from your bloodied hands. Well, I'd like to know what it was. That man dabbled in magic. He found a journal describing a certain village and instructions for summoning ritual. Seems that he tried to contact an entity from the dream realms. Buying the stupid camera again. It will give me like a chance to dodge too. Alright. Investigate downtown. Putting your hand in that hole was a bad idea. Why did I do that? Seeing the big spider escape, you hope it wasn't poisonous. Why would I do that? You have 9 knowledge, you should know better. Quarantine ring is guarded closely, you must find a way to sneak through. Can I just treat my... Repo's crowded, exit. Can I get this? Thanks. I'm gonna stick my hand in another hole like last time, though, I bet. Alright, investigate the hospital. Alright, 26 doom. It's a bad time to be out of cash. Oh my god. This again. Peace of mind. 5% doom. 2 funds. Okay, so it wasn't it was an experience. It was, stamina, reason, and then doom percentage. There it is. Let's hope you find an answer here. Investigate the quarantine wing. You managed to sneak through the floor while avoiding the police and finally reach the quarantine wing, where all the coma patients were brought in. Pulses are slowly weakening and their blood pressure dropping. You must hurry. Investigate. I'm not using the seating. All patients are dead! Yay! Complete signs of this place hit you when you reach one of the beds. There's the other ending. Taken, you sneak out of the hospital. One thing is certain, though, with no sick people left alive, it's the end of this weird illness. Don't be the fucking bath. Arcane storm. Local scientists are baffled. An unprecedented aurora-like event has bathed the entire town in unnatural green glow. Reason cost of all spells increased by 1. Alright, what do we have for a bath? You need a cold bath. 21 stamina, Jesus. This lady has the most stamina I've ever had in a character, I feel like. Change our clothes. Alright. So we're gonna do... Fine chilling story of school scissors, if I can. Look up those 2 endings. I need to do this mystery 5 times to actually perform the ritual and conclude the mystery. Okay. Let's see, what do I do for endings? So, I did B for the mode, and then the actual one I did the ending A. Ending C is basically dying to Scissor Woman. And the ending results in a game over. And then the other one is ending B. Okay, so I can't actually do any other endings, but I can continue the investigation. I don't know which investigation I've technically done already. But, okay, so I can't do any of the extra endings. I don't feel like dying right now. Or maybe it meant to investigate, like, actually like, looking at it, not necessarily doing this whole thing 5 times. Was disappeared, rumor has it, terrible woman's turn. Okay, I'm sure we remember this one. What's the worst that could happen? So this one actually pretty easy. Check out the school lockers. Wooden bat. And then a monster. Goodbye. Alright, explore the school. Like this investigation. Do this 5 times. The answer is the student database would certainly speed up your investigation, but the receptionist would never allow it. There's a way to make her go away. Talk to her. Yay, 7 charisma. Unannounced inspection, she asked. Thank you for telling me. While the receptionist is busy updating some boring papers, you copy some names and addresses from the database. This is a strength weapon, right? Yeah. Can I trade it in? Yeah, give me the 1 funds. Something horrible is happening in the school. You must hurry and find those items. Suddenly, everything slows to a crawl. You again! 65%. That's gonna be 4 damage. 5 damage. It's weak to the type of weapon. Okay. I think 65 is probably fine. So that's probably gonna do 7 damage then. Of course I missed. There we go. Getting a little low on the reason there. You know the page from your friend's diary. It seems that the blessed chalk was left on the roof. Let's hurry to find it. Storage, perform ritual. On the roof, you find the girl your friend was talking about. In one hand, she holds a bag. In the other, a pair of bloody scissors. Marked by the scissor lady. Oh no! He does 1 all damage. Okay. But, 60% chance to hit. And that makes it 70. That's good enough for me. There we go. Yay, I stabbed a woman. And the blessed chalk. You only use the sigil in your ritual. You copy the sigil as best you can on the blackboard. Hopefully it'll be enough. I need to find the candles though. Friend's diary. Weaken the demon for a while. Okay, so it's a triangle, the star, and a line. Looks good to me. Make sure there's not any other ones. Get better. Nope. Okay. Floor of the school. School is empty. Yeah. Okay, sorry, I had to scratch my nose. Okay. Turn on the lights. Lights, luckily for you, no horrors lurk in the water. Yay! Alright, should be the last investigation. You're into the school bathroom to wash your face with cold water. A sudden noise behind you stops you in your tracks. One of the stall doors has opened on its own. Close the door. Try to close it, but something is blocking it. When you look up, a ghostly pale hand holding the door. Oh no! Back off from the toilet as the door slowly opens. A girl in a tattered uniform is standing there. Her head twists unnaturally as she makes a roaring, rattling noise. The door slams behind you. Toilet ghost! Just reason damage. Boo. Wait, what is that? Pick it up. Corpse dust. Yay! Corpse dust. What does corpse dust do? Plus 20 experience, minus 2 luck. Nah, I kind of want to keep my luck. Now I have the holy candles. Let's level up. I want more knowledge. Yakuza card. Bonus XP for completing a mystery. Taking damage in combat turns a small experience bonus. We're taking the Yakuza card. Or I could like take 6 reason. Like, the knowledge isn't really helping me that much. Do it. Holy King Friend's backpack. Alright. Perform the ritual. I did the thing right. Now I have candles. Such a good noise. Take a step back as a writhing amorphous mass slowly takes shape. Soon it becomes a tall, woman-like creature with 3 faces, all connected by a wide smile. Now it's your chance to fight and defeat this horror. Hooray! Means I did it right, I'm assuming. Twisting and twitching, the demon woman enters the classroom, cackling menacingly. Am I beautiful? I mean, maybe without the 3 faces. Not such a low chance to hit. I missed all the other times. God damn it. Okay. Fuck. Make sure I hit. But now I have a slit mouth. The ancient horror lies dead on the classroom floor, slowly dissolving into nothingness. You find your friend, gravely wounded but alive. You help him up and both of you limp away from the school as police sirens get louder. Yay! Scissorwoman is gone for good, or is she? You shudder, knowing the urban legend will inspire another kid in another city to try and summon the Eldritch being. I need to go to the hospital for that mouth of mine. Only one of the faces is beautiful. And then riots. Take a bath. I think I'm low on reason. Yeah, so go. Close. TV. Demolition of an old inner city shrine results in. Okay, so there's only a few of those reports. Ah, creepy thing. All right. Now. Bloody brief of a beckoning bulletin. Decade rolls on, technology is only developed further. These days, computer bulletin board software allows computers to communicate over phone lines. All it takes is a computer and a modem, and anybody can connect to a bulletin system, or even host one of their own. Once you connect, you can read all of the messages on that bulletin, and even post your own to start a conversation. Many use them to share files or to chat about their favorite topics, everything from video games to sports to idol culture. But in the wake of a sudden string of weird suicides, things aren't all fun and games. Rumors have surfaced that the deaths are linked to a bulletin system operated from somewhere within Shiokawa. What is behind these suicides? How could so many people be driven to take their own lives? And then, yeah, Zoe's here. I don't remember the name of this mystery anymore. Hi, Zoe. Bloody brief with beckoning bulletin. And I don't remember what I did for the endings? I should have paid more attention and maybe looked this up before I actually started the mystery. Doing side quest, yeah. Doing the forest note. I did ending A. And then B is a fight. And then C is a no. So we're gonna go for ending B. Okay. Even if the room Brolton system's phone number is found, there's no hope to investigate without a computer that can connect to it. The library has one that will work. Can I go to the hospital first? Hey, can you get rid of my face cut here? Thanks. Okay. Investigate the school. Small cocoon. You wonder what kind of animal the spider caught in the web. You scare away the annoyed predator and rip open the good food. Why would I do this? Good reason. Got a nice ring. When a charisma use, gain 2 funds. Where to use it? While the school's library computer doesn't have a modem, you happen to bump into a member of the computer club while asking around. Vera just got a new system and is willing to let you borrow hers. Thanking her, you arranged to meet at her home in the city. Shop for items. Like a flashlight might be helpful, but I don't think it comes up in these other mysteries. Okay. What if I go Seaside Hardware Shop? Okay, I'm gonna buy a flashlight. And we're going to equip it. No, wait, I don't think I need to have it equipped. For it to use it in a thing. Anyway, downtown, investigate. Like if I need to use it in like a dark spot. Again. Why am I just going up to spiders and being like, hey, let me rip open your cocoon? You load the cardboard box full of PC parts up to your apartment stairs, teeth clenched as you heave it up one step at a time. Oh damn, our computer's heavy. Find an envelope lying on a pillow, 2 funds, -1 reason. Okay, man, I'm just rolling in money right now. I need to go rest, though. You must sweat from your brow and finally finish setting up the computer in your bedroom. After a few tests, you are now certain that everything is functional. Newscaster on TV says the suicide rate is still climbing. Worse, the morbid trend is beginning to catch on in other nearby towns. I need to rest. Twice, awesome. Now, investigate the apartment. Raining blood. Woman jumps out of her apartment covered in gore. Between sobs, she has to explain what happened. She was taking a shower when suddenly the shower had started spraying blood. A trail of blood leads into the dark apartment. I think I checked the bathroom last time. Calm her down. -2 reason, of course. At her shoulder, she gets hysterical. And I can shock you away from more neighbors. Yay! Reason damage all the time. What is this? -2 max reason. Okay, so if I'm close to Doom, I can do that. And this is an XP for 2 reason. Just like that never happened now. And to lead, you head to the hospital. With how many deaths there have been, the hospital is in chaos. The staff looks exhausted. The receptionist lets her head down into the desk. Lets her head down onto the desk for a minute. You slip out of the waiting room and into the hospital corridors. Let's investigate the forest a couple times. Get the side quest done. I don't have to listen to it, but like, it does give me extra experience. A suspicious group you've been following is gathering in a nearby forest. They are enacting some sort of ritual in a clearing up ahead. On your nearby vantage point is a large rock. To climb it. Failure. Oh no. Okay. Success. You manage to see some of the faces and hear the names of the groups. Investigate the forest. Trees overhead block the sunlight, and you begin to feel gloomy. Forest note. I write this for everyone wanting to stay behind. Sacrifice is worth it. Life's meaning comes from our relationships. Share death, and that connection will outlast you. There won't be anything left but us. Everyone here is waiting for you. So if you lose your resolve, just listen to the voice of humanity. In the hospital looking for information about a certain patient. The main corridor is dark and strangely empty. About a nurse at the registration booth. She's asleep from exhaustion. That trash can on fire. Sneak past her? Damn, 12 dexterity to sneak past a sleeping nurse. You managed to sneak past her. Unfortunately, the old cabinet squeaks loudly, waking the nurse up. You're thrown out of the hospital. There were two nurses talking about a girl whose suicide attempt failed. Apparently, she's recovering at her grandparents' home in the village in the city outskirts. Next hospital, make your way to the nearest bus stop. One taps you on your back. Sorry, is the bus still running? I'm so late for a meeting. The boss is going to kill me. Started with around shock. What do you see there? You talk pretty well for a tapeworm. 72% chance to hit. Look at twice, so. Pull into the village bus stop. A news story comes on the bus driver's radio. An entire class of Shiikawa students leapt in front of a train, hand in hand. That's in a movie, isn't it? Like, it was a pretty popular movie. I don't remember the name of it. Like, not an English movie. But I remember that being a thing. You move urgently as you exit the bus and begin searching down the village streets. Like, I remember that being mentioned to me as, like, something that happened in a movie and why it was, like, great and I needed to see it. I vaguely remember it showing up on, like, a video essay, too. Alright, investigate the village. Despite your best efforts, you feel like the neighborhood is starting to change. The patient's threat level increases. Oh no! When you find the girl's house, her grandparents greet you solemnly. They thank you for your effort to stop the deaths. Forgive her, her grandfather says as he leads you to her bedroom. She's a kind girl. Something has happened to her. Feeling hungry, you've entered a small local restaurant and ordered the daily special made with today's catch. Where the hell do those fishermen go? I mean, I'm gonna eat it. I'm cursed. In the eyes of the restaurant's guest on your back, you take a small bite of the smelly seafood. Tastes like the sea and melts in your mouth. The restaurant owner nods and smiles strangely. Chance of a negative effect with each seaside investigation. Well, luckily, we're not going there. Remember the movie? I don't remember the name, though. Yeah, like, it was a while ago. Maybe not the worst Google search I've ever done. It's a movie called Suicide Club. Suicide Circle in Japan. It's a 2001 Japanese independent horror film. Yeah, 2001 sounds about when I would have heard of it. The recovering girl is more than happy to not only confirm the bulletin's existence, but to give you its number. You have to do what it tells you. Trust me, you won't regret a thing. He beams at you as her grandmother struggles to make her swallow the pain medication. Be back to join you all soon. Wait for me, okay? Despite you give the grandparents your phone number and hastily leave. I've never seen the movie, but it was mentioned to me, yeah. Try to lose the masked man who's been following you the whole morning. You eventually find yourself in a dead end. Looking for a way out, you hear a branch snapping behind you. Stop following me, cult delinquent. Oh, you do stamina damage. Thank God. That's the same damage. Interesting. How that works out. I missed. Hooray! As you ride home, you dial the number and put the handset onto the modem. Your heart pounds, computer fans exhale, the system hums, you hear a brief dial tone, and finally it connects. Welcome home. Did you like it so far? Yes. I'm glad. Take your phone off the modem and put it to your ear. Pick up the phone. Listen to the staticky signal on the other end. It's harsh to your ear, but then the noise begins to slowly change into something beautiful. You want to join it. Now I stab a computer. Maybe this is what I did last time. No, I'm remembering the note. I was always doing the side quests. Now I'm stabbing a computer modem. Take that, technology! How did I miss? It doesn't move. I stabbed a computer. You wrenched the phone from your ear, nearly tossing it across the room. You could have killed yourself for that thing. In your face. Maybe I didn't remember the note. What did I do? Maybe I fucked it up somehow. Anyway, smash it to pieces. Stupid computer. The root cause gone, suicide's eventually slow. While you couldn't save those already in its thrall, you're relieved to know the bulletin won't take any more victims. That seems way too familiar. I don't know, I should have looked at it. Closing shadow casting light. Oh my god, another level on the lighthouse. Alright, we got one more investigation. Bath. Definitely reason. And I leveled up. Taking damage in combat grants small bonus. Damage against ghosts and eldritch enemies. Faster combat actions for each ally you have. Okay, we're gonna go with second sight. I don't know. Go with more knowledge. Or you know what? Fast learner. There's more combat encounters, then why not? I only have one mystery left, so I don't think there's gonna be many. And there was like a couple. Alright, abnormal arms. What's the other ending for this one? Oh. But how do I get ending B? Oh, okay. Ending B is timeline D. So yeah, this is gonna be the same shit. It's closed and she lives alone, otherwise are there. So we're just gonna go through it. Check his wound for clues. I am a med student. They didn't tear out his throat, but instead carved an occult symbol with something sharp. You try to remember the shape, to escape before anyone arrives. And we'll do the hospital soon, too. Loud knocking wakes you up in the middle of the night. Open up! We'll just call the police. Man escapes when he hears a police siren. Before he goes, he draws an unfamiliar symbol of blood on your front door. Oh, okay. Thanks, man. Hospital. Dark forces scheme against you. You don't know who you can trust anymore. Another curse! Use one reason at the start of each enemy encounter. God damn it. Can I get rid of curses? Curses cannot be removed once applied. The exception of playing as Ayaka. Okay. While taking an elevator, you get a terrible feeling as something bad is about to happen. The elevator door opens. Brace yourself. Luck check failure, of course. The elevator is open, revealing a black mass of eyes and teeth pouring into the elevator, biting and suffocating you. Later, you wake up in a doctor's office and it's discovered you lying unconscious on the elevator floor. Man, my reason is just really taking it. Person with elongated arms and jellified bones. -1 reason. Fuck me. Can I just keep my reason? Please? Just a little bit? All I'm asking is to, respect my mental health. Odd placement ventilation shafts. Yeah, okay. Passing by a faulty elevator, its doors suddenly open. You take a step back, noticing a weird, tall woman standing in the darkness. Do you live here? I've never seen you. Oh. Cyclops, neighbor! How did I miss? That's 95%. Fucking reason all the time. Okay, shooting the neighbors. Alright. Just gotta keep doing this. Looking around, ransacked. For your friend, yeah. There's the picture of the woman. Charisma check failure. Sure, yeah. Take all my reason. We got some boobies again. Luckily the doom percentage is pretty low, so I can just rest a bunch. Everything does reason damage. Wandering through an empty corridor, you find an old vending machine. The cheapest one. Buy a can of off-brand soda and take a sip. Tastes a little odd, but you enjoy the drink anyway. I wonder if my dexterity was bad, like what would happen. Following agonized screams, you discover a man with horribly disfigured arm. Something murky and crystalline seems to explode from out from the bone and up through his skin, his muscles spasming in pain. Help! Sure is a good thing you found him. I don't know which one I should choose. I mean, I'm a med student. I have a scalpel. Dexterity check success. Working quickly but carefully, you manage to excise the protrusions before they can continue spreading. You strip the last gash and escort the man to the hospital. +2 reason! +2 reason! Oh my gosh. How uncharacteristically nice of this game. Telephone sounds and multiple voices are too loud for you to ignore. When you enter the apartment, everything turns silent. Oh, gossip junkie. Oh, 90%? Oh, I leveled a while ago. Ghost connection. Smaller Doom Pintle for running for combat. Items in the shop are cheaper by 1. Sure. More knowledge! Or should I go like more? I mean, we're almost done, so. I feel like stat increases are maybe not worth it. Investigate the boiler room. Check the vent. And then it's a tiny key. I wonder if I could take that tiny key and bring it to like the school for the other mystery and stuff. Because there's that one locker that's locked. All right. Cinnamon Soda Shiko keeps everyone on edge. What's that actually do? As long as you don't die, yeah. All enemies get an additional 20 power. Alright, take the key. Take a bath. Cold. Wear my surf outfit. And I've done all these, so now we're going to the lighthouse. The lighthouse. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna rest anyway, because Doom is very low. The storage, corpse dust, tiny key. I don't think I'm gonna need the tiny key, but I definitely won't need the dust of seeing. Or the forest note. So, I won't need any of this probably. Alright, start climbing. Following the winding staircase, you were stopped. Wait a minute. Someone broke into your apartment, stole all the clues and newspaper clippings, and pinned them here. Where you studied them to discover you can't remember any of them except one. The second mystery you investigated, that was the scissor one. Correct answer. Here's the newspaper clipping of the case you seem to remember. Underneath is a tiny button. You press it, and with a buzz, the gate opens. There's another level on this lighthouse, too. Going upstairs, you're stopped by a masked man wearing an expensive suit. Rules have changed, kiddo. That's taking off the jacket and mask off. Nothing personal, really. Oh no, the ultimate opportunist. 70. Just 1 doom damage doesn't actually hurt me. And a new level! Hooray! Alright. 1 charisma, using firearms as melee weapons deals more damage. All combat moves deal an extra point of damage, absolutely. And we'll do 1 knowledge. Again, there we go. Following the winding staircase, someone has been taking photos focused on you. The photos include the enemies you fought, but there's something wrong. You can't really say what. Select the second enemy you fought this run? Well, all of these encounters were in the school. So the school started with the Time Warper. And then it was, I think, Maru. And then Toilet Ghost, and then the Scissor Woman. I don't remember at all. I think it was Maru. It's either that or the Toilet Ghost, but I think I started investigating, I got the Time Warper, and then that was when I found that the chalk would be on the roof. And the chalk is the first thing you find. So that would have been Maru on the roof. And then I was looking for the candles, and that's when I found the Toilet Ghost, but I needed the candles to stop the Toilet Ghost, but I didn't have them until I fought the Toilet Ghost, and then I did the Scissor Woman. Yeah! Underneath it all is a tiny button. Yeah! My memory! Following the winding staircase, you're stopped by darkness. Thick black clouds obscuring your vision, and you can swear something is waiting for you inside of it. Light your way. Light source seems to somehow repel the darkness, and you continue to climb the staircase safe. Yay! My light source, my flashlight. but I didn't need to have that equipped. Or I just flashed a camera at it, I don't know. Following the winding staircase, you find a metal gate that blocks your way. Cable that should be powering it is currently disconnected. Power up should be just inhaling fumes. Yeah, I remember this whole thing. Strength check failure. Yeah, -3 stamina, which is fine. Takes to disconnect the faulty plug. As you force it, the weird goo burns your fingers. Finally, you manage to separate the faulty plug and connect the proper cable. With a buzz, the gate opens. Up a girl wearing a dirty black school uniform. I'm sorry, but I can't let you go any further, she says, reaching for her bag. It's too late anyway. Then we take a step back when you notice a knife in her hand. You have to think fast. Try to reason with her. Not enough charisma. Allowing you to pass, but suddenly she raises the knife and slices right across her own throat, nearly decapitating herself. Carefully step over her body, -2 reason. Yay, we did it! Kick the spider effigy! Pow! Yay, we did it! Setting up his bee as easy as possible. Makes everything feels like a bad dream.
We did it! We did it! Hooray!
And just stop the ritual, awakening the Eldritch Old God, but what's done is done. It will stir in its slumber again and again until the stars are right once more. Congratulations, you're safe for now. Alright. 11 new events, 10 new enemies, and 2 new achievements. Yeah, okay. So, that's probably gonna be it for me, though. Be the last round of mysteries. I can't sit like I normally do. So, yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Mostly just wanted to update everyone on what happened on Thursday. So, streams might change for the future. It'll be way more like controller versions of games for the next week at least. Zoe, what are you attacking? Hi, did you get it? Oh, it's the lid to the water bottle. No, you can have that, Zoe. I'm like, going forward, it's gonna be, this stuff, but I will do whatever the fuck I want next week. If I'm feeling like playing something else that's not Final Fantasy X, I'm gonna be doing that. So, I will try to stream. They might be shorter streams, it really depends on how comfortable I can be for 3 hours. And what I'm playing. So, we'll see. I will have to find something this weekend to do, obviously. But yeah, so with that, I will see you all on Monday. Thank you guys for being here. And I'll figure something out. I don't know. Anyway, take care and good night. I've gotta go sit somewhere else.